The third tool, axiology, which has to do with values, ethics, and aesthetics under realism and essentialism. Here, it is determined by the natural order of things. What is good, what is beautiful, what is of value, what is moral education is determined by an order of things, the natural order. Everything is not taken to be of value. Something is good, something is better. Automatically, there's a different value. Something is expensive, something is not. A different value. Something is tasty, something is not. Again, a value. So the value is brought in by the natural order of things. So values are not permanent and set. They depend on the individual. As they say, I may like something, you may not like something. That doesn't mean it is not good. It simply means that for me it is good and for you or somebody else it is not good. This is the meaning when we say that the values are determined by the natural order of things. You cannot say that something is of value if everyone likes it. No, that is not axiology under realism and essentialism. So it's very different. Values exist in the best of cultures. Values will be there no matter what culture, what tradition, what community, what society you look at. Values will exist. How those values are followed, to what degree the values are followed, how many individuals follow those values differ. And because these elements of values are different, it is individualistic. People can choose to adopt a value, use a value, believe in a value, follow a value, practice a value. I may believe in honesty, I may not follow it. Does that mean I have the value? Probably not. My belief in honesty is not good enough unless I can practice it, unless people can see me as an honest individual. And so it is with our students. They may believe, they may have the information about this is a value and that is a value. How often do they practice those values in their lives? This is the opportunity we teachers have to examine students, provide them with opportunities to practice these values so that they become real and second nature to them, so that in their future lives, no one will have to remind them. It will be intrinsic. It will come from within them that this is not the right thing to do and I should not do it. Logic is how we think, and again, it's two types, deductive and inductive, and rationality is best developed through interplay of deductive and inductive thinking. In idealism, the two, deductive and inductive practices of thinking, were independent. In realism, they come together. They have to interact. Experience teaches me something. My thinking also tells me something. If I bring the two together, I will have a richer learning experience. How often then should teachers provide students with opportunities in the classroom to explain, talk about their experiences in the real world? After all, students are not born and walk into a classroom. They've lived 3, 4, 10, 15, 20 years before we encounter them in our classrooms. The more years they've lived, the more experiences they bring with them to the classroom. We as teachers should expound those experiences that students bring and connect it to the way we want them to think in our classrooms. By putting them into groups of 3 or 4 people where these individuals have to interact, and even in those small groups, if they can share their experiences and their thinking, they are learning better, they are learning more than from just the teacher. Automatically, the teacher, yes, they are learning from, and 3 other members in the group they are learning from, and their own experiences that they bring to the classrooms. So 5 people are involved in trying to teach a child, only in a group of 4. So think about it. look at the benefits this generates for the student in order to learn. Students' experiences are rich experiences from which each other should learn.